I want to open the shop when I have 1,000 kilos. You want refurbished weights, this is your one-stop shop. I don't know how many weights I've picked up, but it is a lot. It took me 2 hours, went to 4 places. The car feels like the front driver's side wheel is lifting off the ground a little bit. Like I literally feel tipped. I want this gym shop to be up by August 1st and it is the 19th of July. Facebook Marketplace flips. Quit in my job for this. It better work. Yesterday was like a really good send-off in the cleaning industry, being like abused. And the dude was so upset. He went on for 20 minutes. When people try and do this to me, they have no idea. I have been gaslit by the best. I never thought I'd come this far. Like, I have aspirations and like, I attempt, but I never really believe. So I'm like all optimistic. And then as soon as it's go time, it's crunch time, we've got all the stuff we now have to do, our plan. That's when I start to second guess. We're going to count how many weights I picked up earlier today. This is a lot of math right here. There's also a pair of dumbbells that are like just rusted shut. I can't even get them off the bar. All this stuff came free. There's like 92 kilos of weights. The free ended up costing us $50 because there's 100 people interested. They said, look, if you give us $50, you can come get it. Got 327.75 kilos today. Just got 2 benches. They're 2 flat benches. Guess how much they were? $2.50. I got an air bike. He just gave me a power tower, but I had to take it apart and it's raining and it's rusted. Then I got a bench for $20. And I've got to say, that was the least amount of fun I've had doing this so far. The bolt got stuck. It got stuck. The bolt got stuck inside one of my tools. I can't think. And I think it's just all terrible because not just because it's raining, but my rotator cuff on my left side is completely locked up. It's so sore. So I've got 0 strength in this arm. I can't even lift it above here. It's so sore. But I couldn't get the bike in because I had to go over my shoulder. I just got 0 strength. I just can't hold anything. To my second stop, came to Labrador, and has weights and a very small compact weight bench with a really good cushion. A steal. He had to write it down as sold before it got here, which made me worry. I thought he sold it. He had his ute filled with stuff going to the tip. Just asked him if you have anything else. He says, like what? And I said, anything that fits in the car that you don't want, that you're throwing out. Like, don't let it go to the tip, mate. Anyway, he was so nice. He gave me these 2 wooden, I don't know what they are. They're like shelves. They're moving. You know, everyone's story is the same. Hey, everybody's stressed. Everybody's moving because of the housing, the rental market and prices and everything. And he reckons his rent's just gone up to $700. And this is not a new house. And he said the house is like falling apart and it's like leaning sideways. Oh, this poor guy. I feel for him because yeah, we just moved. Like our rent went up $150. I really need to go get staples. Let's go back to Bunnings. I went to the Nerang Bunnings before because I was in Highland Park. Now I'm in Labrador, closest Bunnings. Or we're going to Arundel's Bunnings. And this is the Bunnings where everybody's happy to be working there. and they have a discount rack as large as an aisle. $432 kilos. Oh, this is very cool. So this is what you're paying for. Well, I just went to 4 people's houses. Oh, really nice lady, older couple. Did not expect that at all. So she had exactly what she said. So you can trust people who are older to say and do what they mean, because she is the first person I've dealt with who actually has exactly to the kilo what they said they have.
Tell me, baby, what's the way? I've got to do?
Not exactly the same as weight training, but your body does hurt and you do get a lot stronger just doing a job like this. It's just in line, it's waiting its turn for the booth.
Tell me, baby, what's the way?
And I made these gold. How cool is this? It's a standard Cali bar, it's gold, as are 4 of these dumbbells, which I just found out none of them match. Not one single dumbbell matches.
What's he gotta do?
Just picked up the Paraleaks for $10. These ones are a lot smaller. It's got a spin bike. That is a beast of a bloke. I just met the boat captain. You might tell a budgie surf club. They are refurbing the gym here, full on refurb. And he says, what do you do for work? And I was like, oh, refurb. Probably use that term loosely, but you know, make things look better. Maybe that is what I should say to people. I make things look better. It's 11 AM. I've been doing this since like 8 and not even half of them are done. I use my D-Wall to speed things up. This is what happens when you lose focus and you're dealing with weight plates. I just crushed my little finger. Curly bar. How good is this? $20. The reason they said it's so cheap, because they said it's got rust. I mean, there's rust and there's rust. Keep this fun. Wet surface within a minute of application, and then rub gently with a cloth, and then rinse it, and then wipe it dry. It's incredible. This one didn't have a whole ton of rust. I think it's really good for like super surface rust. That looks brand new. On things that I don't want to paint. Like I don't want to have to paint these. I'd like these to come up chrome again. Oh. Heel here. Oh, it's a sticker. Just under a week. So this is my new shop. I'm gonna try and open on the 1st of August, like officially. There's gonna be deals. You can possibly have this or that free. So I'm gonna give people options. Or maybe I'll give them a loyalty card or something, but whatever it is, it's gonna be the whole shebang. It's not just gonna be some boring like little Facebook shop where it's like, you know, oh yeah, got a lot of weights, you know, just PM me when you know what you want and we'll discuss prices. It's business. When you buy secondhand gym gear off Facebook Marketplace, there are things lurking in every corner. Every single one of those poles has got something gooey, sticky, or living or dead inside it. Every piece of gym equipment I've taken apart, heaps of stuff has fallen out. Now this is one we just picked up. That is some bright orange goo. Just coming out of here. Didn't necessarily think of the height. Somebody delivering 300 kilos plus. I have to have room for 300 kilos. So August 1st, so I've only got one more week to finish. Because back here we got a lot of stuff to do. Doesn't look like 300 kilos. Now these are the kind of weights that you see on Facebook Marketplace. They're selling for anywhere between $2 to $3 a kilo, and you'll hear them saying excellent condition. They'll look like this, and I'd have to agree, yes, excellent condition. There's rust on there, and that'll also be sold as in great condition, and that will be between $2 to $3 as well. Sometimes people try to claim that this is good condition tape, and then you'll see other ones which will be $1 a kilo, $1.50 a kilo, and they'll look like this. In my opinion, this is a free plate. This should only be sold as free. You will see people saying, oh, it's got rust on it, but you know, they still weigh the same, which is true. You can still work out with them, but never let this stuff touch your carpet or go inside. That is thick and stuck. This is disgusting. When people are like selling their stuff for the same price that I'm selling, maybe they give it a wipe and then a spray with who knows what spray paint. MTN paint. They used to be called Montana paint. All the graffiti artists loved Montana, and they didn't even have to advertise. But then there was like some disagreement, then they broke up, went two separate ways. The people that kept the Montana name are the ones that ran away. According to the article, they were able to keep the Montana name, how's that? And the ones that actually created the Montana name had to abbreviate, so they're MTN can. I don't know, I wasn't there. And I thought they were the same company for ages, and I was like, why have they got so many different websites? Like, why are they confusing everyone? And I thought, is that a business strategy? Should I do that? I hope word of mouth. I hope that's what happens here. That I just get a good reputation, people just come to me for weights, just like the Montana cans. And I don't have a partner in crime or in work. I don't think I'll turn on myself, so I won't have to split the company. They have a sale on right now, and my shopping cart online for that website is humongous. This is going to take me quite a long time to do this one. The worst looking plates, I actually get them back to almost new. It takes ages. These are the blue and silver, and it's funny because this AP one that was covered in so much rust it was orange, I did not know that it was blue underneath. You can see they're very blue. They're actually a hammer tone blue. 22.5 kilos, that's a lot of weight, that's a dot. It's about an auction, I got it from an auction. I used a degreaser, so this is called Too Easy degreaser. People ask me where it's from. It's from XO2 in Burleigh Heads, but you can buy it online. You buy $99 or more, they will deliver it. I've never been there. I don't like to go out. I was thinking about not getting bug spray anymore because a spider actually crawled onto one of these while I was working, and I was spraying Too Easy at the time, and he got a small mild dose of it and he just killed over. He just went flat dead. Like that was way faster than knockdown fast. And then I use a general cleaner, dishwashing detergent, water, dry it off with like a microfiber towel, just let time dry it. Sand it. I have been sanding for 1 hour and 45 minutes. We vacuum it to make sure all the little particles are out. So anything that we missed will now convert, okay? We're gonna see some oxidization happening because we must rust bust. I have to rust bust. It's just in my nature. So this is the color that got requested. Someone put an order in for weights. They like the metallic, so I had to go to Bunnings. How's that? I bought all this MTN paint, like hundreds of dollars worth of MTN paint. MTN stuff. This is stuff I've been waiting for. Waiting for like 2 days really. It really hasn't been that long. It was an incredibly fast delivery. Oh, look how big that is. And she wants the metallic one from Bunnings. So that was fine because everybody likes that. I probably should have just bought one of those. So I've got an order come in and they want them all to be this color and they want most of them to be the same brand. Like I've got enough weights to start matching things up. So I'm just gonna have a go putting it straight on the black. It's not exactly the same color that this lady ordered. Just going to use the chrome spray. That looks more like it, so it looks like I'm gonna have to go chrome first. Different types of refurbs that I like to do. These plates here, all these black plates, these are all about the same condition. They're from the exact same person. I am sanding with just this sander. This is a very coarse sander, so I'm just doing this by hand. And it looks like this once you've sanded it. This is all now not on your living room floor. A lot has come off and that's a lot smoother. A good condition weight still has all that rubbish on it. And then we shall paint them. The black that I use is an epoxy metal paint. Dip something in there. Like a spoon. I don't have a spoon. That would be dumb though, wouldn't it? I need a ladle. Oh, I use these caps. Genius. Went over the nubbins. I operate hard machinery by myself. It's gonna go boom, but then I wouldn't have to paint anything. I'll just feel like I'm further away from Earth if I do this, like I'm not really here. I have to measure stuff. Where's my scale? No turning back. No turning back. Chips. What's interesting about metal paint, maybe it's either the paint or it's the gun, I don't know. It's not drying. Like it's been hours. These are all hand painted. First batch of cookies that have actually been baking since last night. Never had paint dry so slowly. It's coming off. Also, it looked really thick. Like, I noticed this last night. Maybe the ones at the front got it more because I actually couldn't see the paint coming out of the gun. I actually typed in Dulux Metal Shield Epoxy and is one if it's on too thick. 2 2, it said don't do this in a very cold climate, and in the Gold Coast we're having like a freezing cold weather. Freezing. And I left this overnight when the temperatures were at its lowest. And then the third thing, it said it will not dry in humidity, and I let it dry inside a tent, so I'm gonna have to leave the windows open when I do this next and let it dry during the day and maybe not outside. And we're about to have a massive storm here, like a huge flood storm. We're gonna get a month's worth of rain in like one day. Massive winds. So I actually was planning on taking the paint booth down and bringing it all into the garage. So it looks like we're gonna have to do some painting inside. I'm gonna do a few ideas. My first idea is to get the paint that I used on this, turn that one upside down, and I'll paint the other side by hand with a brush and just see if it's still sticky. And we will solve this problem. Here, and it's hitting the kids' playground. No wonder these weights got way too much paint on them. For thinning the paint, I did half of these with the thinner involved. I actually found painting with the thinner was a lot quicker. Painting without the thinner in there, without the terps, it wouldn't go into all the little lettering. So using a little bit of the terps to thin it out actually made the painting process faster. It made it thinner, which made it dry faster. So I think I'll always add that. These are done by hand. They look really good. You could never know that this was painted with a paintbrush. It looks like it's done with a spray can. It looks really good. Oh no. Oh, great. The wooden table is now on here. This is why it's so thick. This is the problem. Pink dumbbells would have looked awesome, except things like this, I place them on stuff like that and there's like layers of paint and I forget, and then when it dries and I pull it off, that particle board pieces get stuck on my dumbbells. People that don't want to pay me, people that like bartering for like, oh, this much, you know, they can have the ones that are the experiments. People are so weird. So I gave this dude like a really good deal for refurbished weights, and I gave him like the cheapest of the refurbished. I already gave him a discount as well. Like, I was like, oh, that's good, that's exactly what I want. Like, can I have it cheaper? It's like, it's obviously not exactly what you want then. I've gone to the trouble to make a cheaper package. No, I want it for that price, but I want the refurbished ones. He wants basically $150 off. Like, no, it's not how life works, guys. I said I can do $250 if I give you a barbell that's exactly the same, it's just got a little bit of rust on it, and that's a good deal, you know what I mean? So he goes, no, I like the other ones, I want the good ones for $250. Yes, oh, okay, I'll just do that. I got out of bed this morning to do just that. And then somebody else wants 5-foot barbell and a 6-foot barbell, so you don't have to clean it up, you don't have to refurb it or nothing, because they want it cheap, right? They said they want like a bargain price. I took out 2 of those bars that I haven't refurbished yet, and he said that he didn't want them refurbished. $20, like that is an absolute steal. And he goes, oh, that's not what I'm after, thanks though. And I'm like, what's the problem with it? It's 5 foot and it's 6 foot. They're both barbells. They're both the diameter you asked for. They're both the unfurbished, and they're $20. I mean, what do you expect, like $5 a bar? Like, is this what we're thinking? Scour Facebook, if that's the case, and go lug home 180 kilos worth of weights plus a bench just to get the deal of that $5 barbell. Like, it just doesn't work like that. People give away $5 barbells if you take all their junk, which is why I have so much stuff. This is what I always learned, no matter like what job I had, is that people just don't know what they want. They don't know. So then I sent him a refurbished one. That one's $40. You know, twice the price. An extra $20 for a refurbished one. It's completely chrome. It looks brilliant. Now, if that's not what he's after, he has no idea what he's after. Got this power towel. Power towel, what are you selling that for? And she goes, oh, you can have that, it's going to the tip. So I took it apart in the rain, got in a bad mood about it. You know when you're neither like wet from the rain nor dry from the air? You're just like in that in-between damp stage. That's how I felt. So this is how many steps it took to get this power tower ready to sell. First of all, shop at someone's house. Take it apart with great difficulty. Fit it in the car when you have a hatchback. Take it out of the car and put it somewhere into a garage that does not have enough space. Get it into the backyard area. Just leave it there and step over it for many moons. I want to make a pathway. Look at this. After that, spray it with some morning fresh spray. Wipe all the bugs and dirt off. Next step, we want to degrease it. We need to make sure the deep, dark grease and grime is not on any of the metal. Oh, it smells fresh out here. Get your drill out or your sander. Drill all the rust. Spray and wipe again with the general cleaner because you need to get that off. Get your rust buster, dab that chemical on all the rust and then leave it, let it convert. Then put it in front of the fan so that it dries. You get your primer and you paint with paintbrush on all the spots where it's gone down to bare metal or rust. You can put it in your paint booth, get your spray gun, just give it a good old spraying in the dark where you can't see anything, and hope that you didn't make it too thick. You patch it up, all the spots you missed because you couldn't see anything in the dark. And then you leave it to dry overnight to wake up to find that it's not done yet. Automotive clear coat in a spray can. You're going to spray all the bits that's going to touch the other pieces of metal. And those bits are hardened. They have to harden for 2 days. And then after that, you can actually put the thing together. Take photos and realise that you've spent half your life doing something for $35. I made a pack. It's for a mum and her young teenage son, and they need a barbell, so I need to refurbish it right now. And another guy, he wanted Chester copper pipe. He wants a free barbell thrown in, but I have to refurbish it now. And somebody else liked the purple dumbbells and a barbell, and she's coming in 2 hours. There's 3 barbells I have to refurbish. Everything's in my way. The people that are coming to get these barbells said they're coming in 45 minutes. It's like the fastest refurb ever. I got like half an hour to finish. I know, I got it on my road drill. Ugh. I still don't know which bar I'm going to give her. I've got to decide. The girl came, it turned out it was a guy. It's this tall bloke, and they actually responded to the advert with the purple and pink dumbbells. So I just assumed, I said, is this the color you wanted? And he goes, oh, I guess so. Would you prefer black? And he says, yes. I said, well, these are 4.54 kilos. I'm gonna swap you 5 kilos. So you're gonna have extra weight for free, and you're gonna have black ones. And I really did want to keep the purple ones because they're a hot seller for the girls. I don't know where the screw's gone. So I can't put the seat back on. I put labels on things, I put it in bags, I use textures, I cleaned all the drawers, I cleaned the entire place. Cannot find the piece for this. How does this happen? I have these organisers, shelving, boxes, I have label maker, I have textures, I have stickers, I have little bags to like organise things. I have a toolbox, I have drawers, I have a workbench, I have everything I need. You know, I try my best. Now I gotta go to Bunnings, because whatever the function is, be able to maintain this. It's so impaired, I think it just like absorbed into the body. I just don't have it. I don't even have a little bit of it, that's the thing. And people are like, wow, you just need to be more diligent. And I'm like, you know what? I can throw this thing pretty hard. It was in the pile over here. What does that belong to? Maybe the extra pieces are in the car. Maybe this is part of something else. And I wonder if the other pieces will ever show up. No. And I used the walnut, that little tiny paint tin. And of course, I dropped the tin. Okay, here's what I discovered. I guess I discovered nothing. I spend most of my time going, where is it? What was I doing? And my brain physically hurts. You know, in Good Will Hunting, how he found everything easy? I'm like Ben Affleck. I can't find anything, and it's not because of bad organisation, it's because I don't know how to organise at all. If this belonged here, it would not go back there. And you might be like, well, don't realise it. Well, shh, it's not about that. I can't organise myself because I don't have the mind's eye. That's when you can see things before they happen. No, this is when you can picture things. I can't picture things. Things have to actually happen and then I can see them. I am wondering what is the weight limit of these weight trees. Once I put this on the market and start selling, then I can go pick up the more bargains and it can probably be a nice smooth rotation. But I have stopped selling on purpose. I want to have 1,000 kilos worth of cool looking weight. I want to finish everything. The power tower is almost done. This is called the Inferno. Look at this. So close. I didn't consider the height. Must persevere. Must press on. Press on. It's the 2-pack paint and it's a hardener. MTN 94 Fluoro Orange. Doesn't fail me. I love these colours. This actually says it's fluoro blue. It's a metallic silver. Do photo shoots, how-to videos, and I've got to edit everything, and then I have to make a website. We'll have bikes, gym benches, power tower. We'll have the plastic weights for all the cast irons, the tri-grip. I got 1,000 kilos. That was a lot of fun. Got a headache now from breathing in some of that gold. Oh. I always come down here and feel so overwhelmed. I'm exhausted because I'm constantly lifting. I accidentally worked too hard. Oh yes, I got 1,000 kilos. So this is what I have left to do. That's it, out of 1,000 kilos. One batch of cookies in there is cooling in the oven. So I'm up to the photo shoot part. Another gold platinum record. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be done by August 1st and the shop will open. I've actually come a long way. smells like a gym in here. You know they got that nice gym floor smell? Right here. I can open the shop now. I don't know why I turned the camera on. It's 7:30 at night. All I've been doing is like being down here, and people are telling me to like go home and just rest, and you know, telling me I've been working too hard. The thing is, this is where I get a break from life. This is where I get a break from society. This is where I get a break from people's ignorant judgments. This is my hobby that I also get to make money from. So not many people get to say they can do that. The phone is ringing off the hook. It's just going nuts. It's already been going for 5 days. $355 on one sale, $290 package, and then he's like, oh, do you have a bench? There's so many coming right now. The rack's becoming bare. I'm gonna have to refill some more 15s. I used an entire bottle of morning fresh. I wonder how many days that's gonna stay there. Only a few of the rags in the washing machine, and there's a bike underneath that.